What's up guys, my name's Holden and today I'm going to be showing you 5 easy steps that you can use to make the law of attraction work for you and why it hasn't been working for you already. So to start this, I want to just explain a little bit about what the law of attraction is and how it works. So basically the law of attraction works through your thoughts, feelings and emotions, and basically your entire body is like a factory of emotional, chemical and electrical signals. So when you think a thought, it's not actually an imaginary thing that your brain is just creating. It's actually a physical wavelength that you are picking up on. So your thoughts and emotions can be very useful tools for you, and you probably have not been told this because a lot of people aren't told this during schooling or social conditioning, but your thoughts and your emotions actually have an effect on reality itself. So basically your body is activating its electromagnetic and electrosensory perception to pick up on thoughts and to send out thoughts to the universe. So it kind of works like a mirror almost. And your body and every cell in your body is basically taking every thought and emotion that you have as a command from its source. And it's sending that out to the entire universe and to your entire body. So you can see how there's a direct link between what you're thinking, what you're feeling, and how you're acting, and that will dictate what your reality is. So if we take this into perspective, we can see that our bodies are kind of like a standing wave in the entire just wave of consciousness, and that your body is actually charging everything and changing and affecting everything around it. You definitely have effect on reality, even just within the effects of your electromagnetic field around your body, which everyone has. So looking at this, we understand that by changing the vibration that we are resonating at, we can actually change and choose which reality we want to branch off to, or which reality we want to experience. So I'm going to stop wasting time here and basically just get to the steps now. For step number 1, you're going to become aware of the vibration of what you want. Now, what do I mean by this? I mean that you are going to take time making a mental picture of what you want, and you can do this in the room you're in right now. You can take a mental picture of everything around you, and you can make a map of it in your mind, and then what you're going to do is imagine that the thing that you want is energetically being put in front of you in your room or any space that you're in, and you're going to visualize it, and you're going to see it in front of you, and you're going to imagine that your energy and all the energy that's already around you is mixing and being created in such a way that you already have what you want. So imagine it like you would visualize what you want to experience, and you're going to imagine that energy being converted into light in front of you. You can actually see it, and that you can feel it, and that you can smell it, and almost using all 5 of your senses: touch, feel, smell, hear, if it has a sound, then you're going to be doing that. You're going to be imagining that it's mixing your energy with the energy of the thing that you want to attract. So this is a very useful tool that I used to use. I would imagine that, stacks of money were being put onto my bed, or that I would have money in my backpack. So you can basically just, you want to imagine that your energetic field is being matched with the energy that you want to experience, with if it's a material item, then the qualities and traits that it would already have. So for step number 2, I want you guys to write down your own affirmations, and you should be confirming that you have successfully manifested it already. So you're going to be writing these affirmations as if they were already true, and that you have already achieved them, and that you've already manifested them. So it's not as if you are making these affirmations to try to say, I want money, I want this, I want that. You're not going to write it like that. You're going to write, I have this, I'm so grateful that I have this. You have to write them in a confirmational way, and don't write them in an affirmational way. That's why affirmations don't work for a lot of people. You can see my video, I'll link it in the description below. I talked about why affirmations don't work. It's a great video, you should check it out. And yeah, so you can write down these affirmations. You're basically gonna write down what you actually want in a way that it already confirms that you have it. And you're gonna do this, you can do this like 15 times. You can write it down every single morning, or you can just look at it and read it to yourself. and these confirmations will definitely change your life. These are the things that you have to be looking towards to actually affect your life in a positive way, because your thoughts, emotions, and actions are what create your entire reality. So another really good tip and another really good step that I like to use in trying to manifest something that I want and how the law of attraction actually works is you can take something that you want to experience and you can draw it, and you can draw out. If you're not very good at drawing, it doesn't really matter. This is just for your brain to get like on board with it, if that makes sense. So you don't have to like draw this like super hyper realistic. You just draw a rough idea of what the thing that you want is, and then you're going to imagine it. So your mind is a lot more powerful at being able to visualize things, if you haven't noticed already, than your skill at drawing might be. So you're going to take the drawing that you already made and you're going to visualize that that thing is coming into your life and that it will find its way. You don't have to make it a point to try and explain to yourself how this is going to come into your life, because the more that you do that, the more you're actually just resisting the fact of it actually coming into your life. So I suggest not trying to just plan out every single little step of this and just actually more believe and to trust with it, because the more that you're trusting in your own power and your own abilities, then the more that this is going to work for you, and it's going to be a lot easier than if you're trying to plan out every little thing and how everything's going to work out. So a really good and useful tip that I found that worked for me almost immediately when I started to do this changed the whole law of attraction, because it wasn't really attracting what I wanted up until that point. It was kind of more of like I was trying to get somewhere I wasn't, and that is never how this stuff works. What I realized is that by releasing my need or releasing my want for that thing, that is actually what creates more of that in your life. So say you really need something and you really want something, your brain is going to be seeking out ways for you to need and to want that thing more. So it's not going to be seeking out the solution. You have to be the solution, and then your brain will seek out how to make that true. So then this works with the subconscious too. It mainly is because you're creating the experience that you want to have, and just by releasing it and releasing your actual need and want for that thing, it'll make it a lot easier for you to gravitate that into your life. So pretty much the fifth and final step is going to be a little bit similar to what I was talking about, but not really. You have to tune into that reality. Now, what do I mean by this? There's a lot of different ways that you can do this. The way that I like to do it is by breathing it in. So you try to imagine yourself in this reality, and that you are standing outside or sitting in your new car or standing in your new house, and you breathe it into existence. So you're going to be imagining it and you're going to be visualizing, but then you're also going to be breathing it in. So you're going to be tuning your body and your brain to train it almost to already expect that outcome, and not to be in a state of like shock if that were to happen to you. Because a lot of people nowadays, if they were to get $1 million, they would be shocked and they would not know how to act, and it would be like, whoa, I'm so grateful, I'm so happy. So and if you take this into accordance with what I was saying, that's the feeling you should be feeling if you want to attract that. You shouldn't be waiting for something to come into your life so that you can feel the gratification of what it would be like, because then it probably won't happen. If you feel the gratification of finishing and succeeding before you even finish or succeed, you've already won in your own mind. And mental battle is basically half the battle. So by tuning into this experience, what do I mean by that? We're going to actually shift our frequency to be perceiving of the reality we want to. So it's not like anything outside of us is actually changing. We are changing what we are tuning into, and then all of reality is changing around us for us, because we actually get to choose the experience that we want to be in. It's not like we are going somewhere else, or that we are leaving this reality and going to a different reality or attracting something. That's not what the law of attraction is. The law of attraction is literally what your brain is seeking to come true and what your thoughts, emotion, and vibration is depends where and what your brain is trying to attract. So it's not like this is something that you build up and that you have to learn how to do this or anything like that. It's that your brain is already doing it. It's just what are you choosing to put your attention on and put your focus on, and what are you intending to come into your life, and what are you having a blissful and relaxed experience, or you're having an uptight and fearful experience because you don't have what you want to have, or what are you trying to get something in your life so hard that it just doesn't come into your life. So these are just some tips that I learned about the law of attraction that can really change your mind. If you can grasp some of these concepts, you can start to manifest and attract things into your life a lot faster with these techniques, instead of using the old 3D paradigms of I don't have enough and I need this or I want this. We actually are tuning into a higher frequency where we already have what we want, and that it doesn't really matter to us if we get it, because once you're already imagining that you have it for so long, it's almost like it's already come true, and that's the state you guys want to be in. I hope you guys liked this video. This is all the time I have for today. If you did, subscribe, leave a comment, like, share this video. I'll be coming out with more useful tips like this. And as always, I love you guys and have an awesome day.